It's one of the most terrifying feelings you can experience. You're sitting down after a meal, or maybe you're fast asleep in bed, and suddenly, your heart starts racing. It's pounding, skipping beats, and fluttering in your chest. You rush to the emergency room, certain that you're having a heart attack. But after running an EKG and checking your blood work, the doctor comes back and says, "Everything looks normal." You're relieved, but you're also incredibly frustrated. You know what you felt. You know you aren't crazy. If you are an active, otherwise healthy adult over 50 and you've experienced these mystery palpitations, you might be dealing with something called vagal A-Fib. And the craziest part, the root cause might not be your heart at all. It might be your stomach. Welcome back to Over 50 Strong, where we focus on the knowledge and tools you need to stay active, vital, and totally independent. Today, we are breaking down the critical difference between classic A-Fib and vagal A-Fib, and how to take control of it. Let's talk about why you feel invisible to the medical system right now. When you present with atrial fibrillation, or A-Fib, the first thing a cardiologist does is calculate your stroke risk using a clinical tool called the CHA2DS2 VASC score. This score looks at factors like congestive heart failure, high blood pressure, diabetes, and vascular disease. It's the gold standard for traditional cardiac patients, but here is where the disconnect happens. Many active adults in their 50s and 60s who experience these terrifying arrhythmias score a straight 0 on this test. You don't have high blood pressure, you don't have diabetes. Your heart structure is fundamentally sound. Because you don't fit the classic profile, you are often sent home with a pat on the back. But the medical literature actually recognizes your exact experience. It's often referred to as lone A-Fib or vagally mediated A-Fib. Validating this is step 1. Your symptoms are real, they are documented, but they require a completely different approach than standard heart medications. To understand how to manage this, you need to understand the difference between the two main types of triggers. Think of this as your personal A versus B diagnostic checklist. First is classic A-Fib. This is sympathetically driven. Your sympathetic nervous system is your fight or flight response. Classic A-Fib is typically triggered by extreme physical exertion, emotional stress, or chronic high blood pressure. When it hits, you usually see a massive, rapid spike in your heart rate. Now, let's look at vagal A-Fib. This is parasympathetically driven. The parasympathetic system is your rest and digest mode. Vagal A-Fib almost never happens when you're exercising. Instead, it hits when you are resting, digesting a heavy meal, or sleeping, very commonly between 9 p.m. and 9 a.m. And unlike the classic version, it's often accompanied by a slower, bounding heart rate. If you are mentally checking the boxes on the vagal side of this list right now, pay very close attention to this next part, because the culprit is likely mechanical. Why would resting and digesting trigger a heart arrhythmia? The answer lies in the vagus nerve. This is the superhighway of your rest and digest system. It runs from your brain, straight down through your diaphragm, and physically connects to both your heart and your stomach. As we get older, it's very common to develop a hiatal hernia. This is where the top part of your stomach pushes up through the diaphragm muscle and into your chest cavity. When your stomach is full or bloated with gas, it expands. Because it's pushed up out of place, it physically compresses against the diaphragm and pinches the vagus nerve. The medical term for this is Röhm-Held syndrome, or gastrocardiac syndrome. Because the vagus nerve innervates both the stomach and the heart, when the stomach physically pinches that nerve, the nerve misfires and sends chaotic electrical signals straight to the heart. Your heart isn't failing. A nerve is just being pinched. By shifting our mindset from an abstract electrical heart failure to a mechanical plumbing issue, we take the fear completely out of the equation. Now that we know this is a mechanical issue, how do we fix it? We don't necessarily need heavy beta blockers or intimidating heart procedures. We need behavioral adjustments to keep the stomach away from that nerve. This is about restoring your autonomy and taking back control. Here are 4 high autonomy steps you can start tonight. Number 1. Gravity is your friend. Elevate the head of your bed by a few inches. This physically keeps the stomach pulled down away from the diaphragm while you sleep. Number 2. Stop grazing at night. Triggers for vagal A-Fib include heavy, late meals, eat lighter portions, and stop eating at least 3 hours before you lie down. Number 3, manage your hydration. Dehydration can increase heart irritability, but chugging massive amounts of water right before bed will just distend your stomach. Sip consistently throughout the day. Number 4, talk to your doctor about magnesium. Clinical research heavily supports magnesium for stabilizing cardiac action potentials and relaxing the smooth muscle of the digestive tract. Experiencing an arrhythmia is scary, but knowledge is power. When you understand the mechanics of your body, you can stop living in fear and start living on your own terms. That is what staying independent after 60 is all about. If this framework helped you make sense of your symptoms, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so we can keep bringing you the science of staying strong. And if you are serious about taking control of your health, check out the links in the description below to visit over50strong.net for more resources, including our upcoming premium guides on building total physical autonomy. Stay active, stay informed, and stay over 50 strong. I'll see you in the next video.